as you can imagine, my husband was maybe a little slower to come along. And he's like, why can't we have, biscuits and gravy and stuff for breakfast now? And so my plan at that time was to just start tweaking our diet, but just like little by little, because I thought, fortunately, my husband is not picky. So he'll eat anything that I put in front of him generally. So I thought if I just change little by little, and he won't really notice, it won't be that big of a deal. And that actually worked extremely well. I picked breakfast.
Okay.
And I started reforming breakfast. I was like, okay, no more frosted mini wheats for breakfast. Let's make some choices with some less sugar and stuff like that. So we did better. And I felt like I got breakfast to a good place. And then I started working on lunch and making better choices for what we ate for lunch. Less processed meat and, less dairy. And then we worked on dinner a little bit at a time.
Got it.
So I was able to really make a lot of changes, and he was able to go along with it. Like I said, because he wasn't that picky, which is great. But also it was so gradual that he honestly didn't even notice for a long time, that anything was changing.
Yeah. Yeah. I think if you do make those little changes, it's a lot easier instead of going full bore. And then people are like in your family going, how long is this going to last? Mm-hmm. How long do I have to tolerate it? And but they say that the more you're exposed to a certain foods, like new foods, it's going to take you a little while to get used to them. Mm-hmm. But then over time, you just acclimate to them. Because I suppose now, if you went back to your old diet, your family would probably like it a little bit, but yet it's just not what they're used to anymore.
Right. And that, especially once I had the baby and I was like, oh, like this is my responsibility to raise him. So my goal was get them used to real food and their palate will acclimate to that so that when they have fake food or stuff that's not healthy, it won't be as appealing.
Right. Yeah.
So, I mean, kind of mixed results there as they have gotten into
food
adulthood.
Engineering has made bad food taste good.
That does make it difficult. But, I mean, there were a few successes. Like the first time my daughter, we were traveling or something and we stopped and she had a grilled cheese sandwich with like American cheese, which she had never had before. She threw it up. Like, I was like, oh, okay, well, good. When we knocked that off the list for us, I made a point of telling her that was that kind of cheese and that is not good for you. So you should not eat it. She was like, okay. Never wanted it again.
Oh, wow.